All right. So, hi everyone. Lars, Wasanta,
Hello, good
Raveen.
afternoon.
Hello, good
Hello, good
afternoon. How are
afternoon.
you?
I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you very much for taking this Teams call. Now, I heard that there's good news again that you want to share with us, and I believe it's something called Enadoc Tech Meetup. So, I would be happy if you guys could share more about that with us today.
Okay, I will start off and then I will not say too much more because this is the tech guys who need
Okay.
to run the show. So I think one of the things that we have experienced over time is that learning has become almost like a solitude thing where people sit in front of their computers and do their labs and all this stuff on their own. It used to be a group thing, and you were able to learn from each other. I think probably learning is much more effective today, but it's missing some part of the interaction. So we thought about bringing that together in like a community event, more of a tech meetup, where we discuss some different topics and give some ability or some opportunity for our developers to be able to learn from each other, not only from within our company, but other developers as a developer community. And I think or not think, we will do it first in Sri Lanka, and then we are going to try to do it in a few other places as well. But the first place will be in Sri Lanka, and who better to discuss that than Vasanta and Raveen, who is right there.
Yeah, Arjun, you just said that, I would like to do this one next in Nepal, so I can have a holiday over there and looking at the mountains. Sorry, probably we are just deviating now too much. Okay, Ara, do you have any questions from me or you want me to go on about my holiday plan?
Yeah, you know what? Good one. So I actually do have a question now, because I'm curious, like, how did this event come to be? Like, what was the inspiration behind it? What made you think, we should do an event like this?
Okay, so I have to tell you how we got inspired, but I'm sure that I'm gonna hear something from Lars in return. So the inspiration happened actually. I was reading a book a few years back, which talks about these two woodcutters or the tree cutters. They were cutting, and one of the cutters, they sharpen his axe every tree he cut, and whereas the other one is continuously working so hard. So the guy who was working so hard thought that he will be able to cut more trees than the other one, but he eventually realized that the one who sharpened their axe is cutting or more efficient. So continuous learning or CPD, continual professional development, can bring people into a different level in their professional career. So this all came up when we were having a discussion internally, thinking, brainstorming how we can improve and enhance the skills of our team. And then we realized
Right.
learning material everywhere available, but what we miss is someone who has experienced something different, because we use all tools, C Sharp, .NET, but we develop different things. And we have DevOps, we have different challenges in the DevOps, how to write scripts, deploying into different environment. So if you can bring the community together, we'll be able to discuss something better to gain better knowledge. And I'm also techie, but I'm not this techie, so probably you have to ask more techie from him later.
Okay. Lars, do you have anything, like a sentence or two that you'd like to share?
No, I think I want to hear actually from Raveen what he's going to cover up in this event, what they're going to discuss, because we have not had a chance to really discuss that until now. So I'm probably as excited to know about that as you are. So
Yeah,
Yes,
so
yes.
maybe you can ask Raveen.
we'll be covering Azure and Azure DevOps uh,
Mm,
to this event. Then, so we will be inviting few community leaders, who has been, working with these technologies to this, present their experience, and also, the developers who are working with these technologies to, discuss with our people and, uh, share their experience.
Right.
So this DevOps, you need to write scripts, and sometimes you need to do a lot of work. We think is this continuous development and continuous integration is a easy task, but it's not, no, right? It has a lot of things that is undocumented.
Yeah, it is not, because so with the technologies we are using, right? We always use the latest technologies out there. So it's not it's not easy to get all the resources we need, experience we need to at the right time. So this event will help us to cover that gap,
Disseminate what we know,
yeah,
and pick up something that we did not know.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Right.
So this is entirely a selfish thing. We want to capture information for ourselves.
Yeah, so
Is that what it is?
hey, it's pretty much give and take, I think, right?
Yeah, it goes both way, right?
Yeah, it goes both ways. The knowledge transfer.
I'm just joking, because obviously, our team should be very good on this, because we are developing all our products on this platform, right? So I'm sure you can got a lot of good information there with other developers.
I think he's a little bit shy, so we control around 60% of the content is delivered from our team. We have a quite experienced team in terms of DevOps and Azure, and we have some of the experts. You know that in 6 different countries we have Azure experts.
Yes.
So I'm sure that we have some people. Actually, one of the guys are flying in for this, especially for this event from Philippines. You have one guy. You're not telling me this.
By the way, it's very interesting. I don't know if you have realized what is shown behind Ara's face, completely on. It was not even, I think, scripted. Homies help homies.
Oh yeah, homies help homies. So developers help developers.
I guess that's it. So who's coming from Philippines?
Yeah, who's coming from the Philippines?
I think we can keep it a secret until that moment, and for the moment, and we will announce that.
It's not me.
You were supposed to be here last, but we had to shift the dates because of small, challenges in terms of logistics.
Okay, so
otherwise, the date it's going to be
in the link below.
The link below.
The comments is the link below, or
all right.
Is that you'll get that after you subscribe, or before you subscribe, or what? You have to give your life before you get the date. You don't have the date that you can tell us now. You forgot
Remember, we are from tech team. The marketing will do that.
Okay, so you know the date, Ara?
I actually forgot the date.
You forgot. I'll tell you the date. It's 30th of October. Okay. It's going to be 30th of October. Please go and mark your calendar.
Okay.
30th of October.
I'm not going to be there, because I will be, in that forest that you are planning to cut down with those axes. I'm going to be climbing and walking there on the 30th of October in Sagada in the Philippines. So you can cut as much as you want over there, but not here. I don't allow that.
By the way, Lars, why don't you talk a little bit about our carbon neutral operation, what we are now running through, and while we are not cutting the trees, we are also trying to run carbon neutral program, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think first of all, we are entirely cloud-based. Besides the devices that people use themselves, so we don't have a data center that is eating up a lot of power, and we have a plan to be using solar power in our software development by the end of next year. So hopefully that will come through. And besides that, we have also invested in a forest here in the Philippines. The company. So we have actually a forest that grows trees. So even if Santa and Raveen, they might want to cut a few trees, we will still grow more. Don't worry about it. Maybe on the 30th of October, or maybe not. But another date we can do a tree planting thing here in Philippines.
As we did it last year on my birthday, you don't remember? You were the one who.
Yeah, but not in Philippines.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now he's sharpening the axe to cut some more trees that he can get some more plants on his birthday.
Right. Okay. Now, guys, I'm sorry to cut you off. Now, I just want to take a quick step back and because this event is titled Enadoc Tech Meetup, right? That's what we call it.
Yes.
And I think people would be interested to know, like, what is Enadoc? Like, can you tell us more about Enadoc and really what's the culture like in this company and what keeps the team intact?
Who should answer this one?
You should answer this one. I'm trying to see if my hands can be shown on the video. You should answer that one.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
You're the one who's sitting with the team there, right?
I think I think this question, the right person to answer this one is the one who lead the team, Ravin. I think I could ask Ravin.
Mm.
When did you join? How long you've been with us, and how did you feel your journey within the team, and what is the environment? Before anything else. So probably that may be a good example to start with.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so I joined 10 years back while I was still studying, actually. Okay, and so we were doing this. So I joined as a software developer. Then I grew up to this software engineer and team lead. Then ended up with leading the team. So if you talk about our culture, what I value is there is no limit to what things what we can learn. Like we move fast, break fast. So
Party hard.
yeah, party hard. So that's we don't have this
Oh, Ara, by the way, can I disturb? He's a very good singer. But
Yeah.
the only thing is we need to have a party to get him get
You
activated.
need to lubricate him first.
Lubricate him first, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, Ruby, just a follow-up question. I think it's quite interesting. You've been in the company for a decade, right? 10 years, and
Yeah.
you started as a junior, a developer, right? And now you're the head of development of
Yeah.
Enadoc, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the growth is really there. Now, can you walk us through your day-to-day work life in Enadoc? Like, how is it like? How hectic is it? Is it pretty laid back? Can you walk us through that?
So, all right. So usually we start with our usual startup meetings. We for each product we're developing, we have separate startup meetings. So to review what we are what we have done day before and what we are going to do through the day.
Then we eat together. We have breakfast,
Yeah,
right? All
yeah,
together,
yeah.
you can just see everything, and then discuss things. Then that is the time the politics and the roadblocks and the rain comes in, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
yeah. So then we'll so for me there's more it's related to management, right? I have to talk to people and solve some remove their blockers if there are any, and help them with the technologies and I have to do research on what are the next new technologies, and I need to push people onto these new technologies and everything. So that's how
The day starts, but they never ends.
they never ends.
Yeah. So when you love your job, I think you have to never work again. I think that's one of the interesting things. You come at 10 o'clock in the evening, you will find at least few people sitting and doing something interesting in the labs, right?
Yeah,
What are you doing? Sometimes even we watch movies. That's also work, right? Relax.
Yeah.
So what I got from that, it's really a combination. Balance out, work-life balance, I would say.
And if you want, I will show you something else. Now this, you can sleep here.
Got beanbag.
Yes, there are a lot of them. There are a lot of them. I can show you. You want to see? A lot of bean bags.
Yeah. So,
can you see that? Oh. We are not going to show you everything now.
yeah.
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 All right.
Okay. All right. So this has been great. Thank you very much, Raveen. Thank you very much for sharing your personal experience with Enadoc. And I think that's about it. So let's just invite everyone. Lars, Vasant, Raveen, let's just go ahead and invite everyone to attend the Enadoc Tech Meetup on October 30th.
Absolutely. I think, one of the things that we didn't mention is that, Enadoc is a software development company. We develop software. That's the only thing we do, and we sell the software on the other hand as well. We always look for a new way of doing things, and these meetups will be able to inspire and motivate a lot of people in the community around what we do. And there's a lot of cool stuff that we are involved in, from blockchain to AI to security on the cloud, all of these things we do. And I think there's a lot of things that we can exchange information on. So, yeah, I look forward to, are you going to live stream that?
That's our plan. That's our
plan. You're not live streaming right now. Your camera is off.
Yes, we decided to be offline now.
Okay.
And by the way, this event is with limited seat capacity. So we may have to, we are pre-warned, early bird, some people might.
But it's free, right?
It's free, yes.
Okay, all right.
And we have not discussed what is the content at the end of the event, but let's keep it for the time being, right?
Yeah.
Ara? Can I say beer and barbecue and no? Should I say that? No, I don't think so.
You can say whatever you want. It's a private stream here. We can say whatever we'd like to say. We are not under any broadcasting law. So, but anyway, we will have, of course, a good time, and any meetup will start with some discussions and technology, and then it'll end up with some socials. That's, I think, should be the forum.
Ravin is going to bring his guitar.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, thank you very much, Ara. Thank you, Vasanta.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Take care.
Raveen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.